We arrived at the home of Charles Lwanga on a rainy morning. We were here to learn more about the man whose legacy stands tallest in comparison with the other martyrs killed alongside him. It is from this humble village in Kasanze in Masaka district that Charles Lwanga started his journey, first to serve his king and later to serve his creator.
He accepted Christ while staying at the palace. When the killings began, he accepted death.
So he traveled from here to Kalungu, to his brother-in-law, then he traveled to Mityana, and then he traveled to the palace where he had to serve as one of the pages. So he had qualities that led him to the palace.
His great-grandson, 80-year-old Fabiano Matovu Salongo, took us around a home that has a church and a monument, among others. Charles Lwanga worked as a servant in the royal court. By the time he arrived at Kabaka Mwanga's palace in 1885, persecution against the new converts to Christianity and their leaders was rife. Some were also murdered. The most high-profile victim was Anglican Bishop James Annington. Apart from his refusal to denounce Christianity, Lwanga also stood up against sexual advances by Kabaka Mwanga towards the young servants whom he was leading. More trouble for him came when he chose to be baptized as a Catholic. Most of the new Anglican and Catholic converts were condemned to death by burning on 3rd June 1886 in Namugongo.
Putting aside their traditions, putting aside what they believed normally, giving it up like that. So that shows the strength of the will.
In Buganda is fondly called Karoli, derived from Karl, the French equivalent of Charles.
He used to practice agriculture and was an ironsmith. I'm not sure which of the two he liked most.
Apart from serving the king, he was also a fisherman. This lake in Masaka was named after him. If it were not for his martyrdom, Charles Lwanga may probably not have had the kind of influence he's having on the current generation. But now he remains an inspiration decades later to people beyond his home district of Masaka, across the country, and even beyond. This is a man who has inspired people, churches, schools, and hospitals.
These martyrs teach us that strength of the will, that if we know something is right, something ought to be done, something should be done, and we should do it with all our might, with all our willingness, even when the body is weak.
At Naruzari Parish, the faithful come to pray before his statue, asking for health, wealth, and protection.
When they don't have fees, when they pray to Karoli Lwanga, they see that Karoli Lwanga is providing the school fees.
Every child I would get was dying until I prayed to Karoli Lwanga. Now I have grown-up children.
Father John Kennedy Kinsambwe, the parish priest, narrates how the church was constantly attacked by thieves before its leaders decided to seek intervention from Charles Lwanga's statue.
They encourage the Christians that whoever passes here, they should pray to Karoli Lwanga to get rid of the problem of thieves. And that's why they brought this statue in front of this church.
Father Mulindwa believes it is to our leaders that his courage and determination should be relevant.
The biggest of our problem is the problem of leadership, not the problem of poverty or ignorance, not going to school, but I think it's a problem of leadership, knowing the right thing and doing it, and do whatever you can do to do it.
Some of the historians will say these were traitors. They were selling the king. But what is important in these events is to celebrate the strength of character. The strength of character. Somebody was prepared to be burned because of what they believe in.
Though it is more than 130 years since he died, Charles Lwanga remains even more popular in death than he was in life. Moses Akena, NTV.